Guys, my name is Lady Leah, relationship coach, self-awareness, self-esteem coach. My website is ladyleah.org. You can email me. Everything is in the description down below. Subscribe, hit notification, and you can see more videos like these. Today, this video is called, Are You Willing to Leave? Are you willing to leave? We get in these relationships, ladies, and we're not happy. It's toxic, and we stay. Why stay? What is really going on that you can't leave? Is something else is going on. I don't know if it was your childhood, you have daddy issues, maybe your father wasn't around, and if he was around, he never really talked to you. Maybe you grew up without any male figures, uncles or brothers or anything like that, so you didn't really have anyone to actually sit down and tell you about men in general, because all men have an agenda. They have an end game. Most of them, the ones that's out to play games, I should say, try to talk to you just to sleep with you. When they see you, that's the first thing that's in their mind. I wonder if I can get her. I wonder if I can get her in the bed. Now, if they want you and they're serious and they are a real grown man, this don't apply. But this only applies to the ones that's full of game. So they, will come into your space because they looking at you as a woman that's attracted to them, because you have this look about yourself that you're broken, you're confused, you want someone to love you. And men, for some reason, can pick up on that when it comes to women. I don't know how, but they just do. They have that sixth sense where they can sense a woman that's needy. So they get involved with you, and they will give you everything you need as far as what you've been missing. But you know how they do it? Because you're in there telling them everything. And you tell them what, you complain about this, you complain about that, you're upset about this, you're upset about that. And everything that you're upset about or everything that you don't like, he's taking notes. She's like, okay, well, she don't like that, so I'm going to make sure I don't do that. Well, she's been through this, so I'm going to make sure I don't do that. So he's taking mental notes. So the more you tell him, the more notes he's taking. So y'all get to a point where y'all close or y'all intimate or whatever. Now, you think you're in a relationship, and that's just it. You're in a relationship. He's not in a relationship. Did he tell you that he wanted to be exclusive with you? Did he say, let's be one-on-one? If he hasn't told you that, then don't assume that that's your man. And that's where the problem comes in. Because in their eyes, I never told this woman that I wanted to be her man. Yeah, I see her every day. Yeah, I sleep with her every day. But I never told her I want to be her man. So I don't know where she gets this from. So you just have to keep that in mind. So that's why when they turn around and they mess up and they do things, is because they don't think they're not doing anything wrong. I'm not exclusive with you. I'm not doing anything wrong. But they never told you, and neither did you ask. So how you supposed to know where they're coming from if you don't say anything? That's our biggest problem. We have to let them know what we want. So, they start acting out or acting up, or they're being abusive. The first time they start to do something, we let it go. This is a red flag. We let it go. We let it go. And so they might yell at us. They might push us. They might disrespect us. They might cheat, and then you say, okay, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. That's it. Goodbye. And what do? What do? You take them back. And why you take them back? Because you feeling hurt. You don't want to feel that emptiness anymore. So you take him back. That's what I mean by you have to be willing to leave. That's the only way if you want him, that's the only way he's going to take you serious. You have to put your foot down. If you never put your foot down, he'll never know that what he's doing is wrong. That's just how it is. I mean, my son, for instance, he's a teenage boy, and you know, I come home from work and he's expecting dinner. And I remember a couple times I used to tell him, I said, listen, I need my kitchen clean. If you want me to cook, I need my kitchen clean. So I come home from work. He said, okay, Mom, no problem. Okay. I come home from work and my kitchen is not clean. So I said, oh God, he didn't wash the dishes. I gotta clean the kitchen before I start cooking. So I go to washing dishes or what have you, or get the pots that I need and start cooking. And so the next day, the same thing. I'm like, look, you gotta keep clean the kitchen if you want me to cook. Come home, same thing. Kitchen is not clean. I clean the dishes up again and start cooking. So I said, okay, you know what? He's not listening to me. He's not listening to me. So what I did was, the next time I came home, I saw the kitchen was dirty. It had dishes in the sink. I went on about my daily evening activities, minus the cooking. I went and took my shower, relaxed myself. I started writing or whatever it is I was doing that particular day. And so around about 8 o'clock, he comes and he said, Mom, did you cook dinner? I said, no, I did not. Because I told you I need that kitchen clean before I start cooking. And if I come home and this kitchen is not clean, I will not cook another meal. And so that day he didn't eat. He went and made a sandwich or something, you know. And that was it. And so the next day I come home from work. Guess what? Kitchen was spotless. Because men, he's a young man, men do not listen to a word you say. The only thing they listen to is your actions. You have to show them that you mean business. So by you telling them, stop staying out late at night, stop disrespecting me, I don't like the way you talk to me, you're not really showing me any love, you don't take me out. He don't hear none of that. That's just like Mrs. Crabtree wah, 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 on the Peanuts game. That's why a lot of men say they woman come home, the inconsiderate men, that is. They woman come home and they had a bad day at work or something like that, and the woman just going on and on and on and on about work, and they hear them, but they don't hear them. They just letting their woman talk, but they don't, you know, they're not really paying no attention. And so that's the same way. They don't listen to us, but your actions is what's going to stick. You put them out. You stop his phone calls. You block him. You block him on social media. You don't answer his texts. You just go silent. Now that you silent, he don't hear anything. Now he's listening. Now all of a sudden he can hear you because you told him to stop. That's you told him. You told him to stop, but he wasn't listening. But your actions. So you have to be willing to give it up. You have to be willing to give it up. And you know when it's time for you to give it up? I'm going to give you an example. You love him so much till you start hating yourself. You know how you know? When you start neglecting your house. You start neglecting your children. Maybe you're not going to work as often as you should. Maybe you're late for work. You're not doing your hair. You're not doing your makeup. You're not doing your nails. Okay? He wants you to be fat, so you start eating all kind of fatty foods. That's how you know you loving him a little too much. Because the more you love him, the less you love yourself. And we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So you just have to be willing to leave. Okay? So I'll talk to you later. If you're struggling with this, hit me up. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.